What's up, guys? It's PNW Bassin here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to use a bobber to find fish. Some of you know what this is, some of you don't. This is the ibobber from Real Sonar, and it's a castable fish finder. How cool is that? For everybody that bank fishes out there, this thing right here is the way to go. When you come up to a new pond, obviously this is not a new pond to me, it's in my front yard, but so if you go to a new pond, you don't know the depths and you don't know where the fish are, you can easily use this little thing, super light, really small, compact, to find the fish. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna test this thing out, see if it actually works. Let's do it. Alright guys, so pretty much when you open the app, right now we're in the demo mode, as you can see right here in the top corner. When you open the app, the first thing you're going to want to do is go to settings and then go to Bluetooth sync. Make sure your phone's Bluetooth is on. Then all you have to do is make sure your ibobber's in the water. You can connect to it right there. Mine's disconnected right now because we are in the demo mode. So after you have done that, you can back up, go back to the home. There's two things you can choose from. You can choose from the Sonar, which there's two different types. Right now, as you can see, if it was out in the water and you're reeling in slowly, this is what it would look like. There's different depths it's going to show. It's going to adjust automatically. So if we're in 10 feet, it's going to bump up to there. And then it'll show the fish like this. And those numbers next to the fish show the depths that they are in. That's like the one it starts out as. And you can also click it again and it's going to go to this mode, which is also pretty cool because it's like the traditional sonar that you would see on like a Lowrance or a Humminbird or something like that, which is something some of us might be more used to. But this other mode is awesome for pretty much anybody, even if they're brand new to fishing or don't fish that often, because it's pretty obvious that when you see a fish, it looks like a fish. There's also the Waterbed Mode. Say if I were to cast out and then you reel in slowly, and once that happens you can push OK and then it comes up with the depths that you came through when you were reeling it in, which is also really cool. You also have the weather, shows you temperatures, the wind, rain, the rise and sunset, and then you got the trip log as well. You can log your trips. That's pretty much it. It's a really basic app. It's really easy to use, and today we're gonna use this app and the ibobber itself to find fish and see if we can catch them. Alright, so I'm gonna cast this out. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it over there. So now that I've casted it out, I'm gonna go ahead and check this. It says we got a fish at 3 feet and 2 feet, while the depth of the water is 3.7. And that was right out there. See, we got it again right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this pole down, put the app down. I'm gonna get my drop shot. That's all tangled up now. I'm gonna see if I can pick some of these fish off that are next to the ibobber. See what we can do. There we go. And I'm gonna try to fish around where I marked those on the app and see if I can catch them. Look at that, guys. That was my first cast from where the ibobber was. We hooked up with a fish. Look at this. That's awesome. Let's get up here. Perfect. On the drop shot. Look how pale that fish is. That's crazy. Not a very big fish, but it's a fish. So that's what you can do with this thing. It's pretty cool. So now that we've done that from the bank fishing a pond, a lot of you guys do that, I know, and so I showed you how to do that. Now I think it'd be pretty cool to hop in the boat, bring the ibobber out there, just have it hang over the side, and see if we can find some fish out deep, some bigger fish maybe. Okay, so now that I've showed you how it works from the bank, we're gonna go out in the boat and I'm gonna see what we can do with an ibobber in the boat out in the middle of the pond where it's a little bit deeper. And this is my setup right now. I just laid the pole sideways like this. Still have it tied to my line right here. And I'm just gonna let it hang right here and hang off the side of the boat because I'm gonna have my phone with me, as you see. And once I have this sitting right down next to me, I'm gonna paddle out there. So if I see a fish, I'm gonna drop down and try to catch it. Okay, so I got the ibobber in the water right here. Got the app on right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slowly row out here. Not sure if I'm gonna row away from it and then cast to it, or if I'm just gonna drop down on it. I might try to drop down. I'm not sure, it's pretty shallow, so I might spook them. We'll see. So, I'm out here in 6 feet of water, and I am marking fish. I just dropped down with a drop shot, and I'm gonna see if we can catch them. I'm kind of iffy on this drop down thing because I'm in a really loud aluminum boat, and I'm feeling if I move a little bit, or even, I got a feeling that they're just gonna swim off, especially in it's only 6 feet of water. So one thing, if you see that ever, where there's fish in the same spot, most likely I'm gonna say it's the same fish at that depth, and just it's hanging out in that one spot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, I'll explain to you guys what just happened. So I was seeing a lot of baby fish. And the way I know they were baby fish is because I'd mark them on here, and then every now and then I'd get a little, like a little bubble at the surface of the water. So I decided to go out a little bit deeper past those fish and see if I could get a bigger fish that were behind those. And it worked. I mean, I hooked one. It felt like a pretty nice fish. I bet it was about 2 pounds, but it's hard to tell by just hooking one. But there's many ways you can use this ibobber. You don't have to just cast it out, see a fish, and then expect to catch a fish. I mean, you can use the tools that it gives you, like the depth, and shows you if there's like a drop off or something. You can use that to think, well, hey, there's a drop off right here. I might want to cast there and see if there's a fish, because you might not be right over that fish. You can just use this ibobber to just help you. I mean, I'm in this pond. I know it pretty well, but I've never caught a fish there because I never knew the exact depth. But when I knew I'm marking all these smaller fish, I'm gonna cast out a little bit farther. I got that hit. He started swimming out real fast and just popped off right after that. But many ways to use it. Shows you water temperature, stuff like that. It's a really neat tool to have, especially if you're a pond fisherman. Even if you're in like a small boat like this, you can use it to help you out a little bit. So I'm gonna keep fishing and use this ibobber. Man, he was swimming right at me. There we go. Just another little guy on the drop shot. But it's what I was pretty much explaining earlier. You don't have to use the ibobber just to cast out, find a fish, and try to catch the fish that it marked. You can use it to find a channel or something, or like a little drop off, and that's what I just did there. When I brought the boat this way, I saw a little drop off, and that's what I was fishing. And that's what it produced. So there's many ways you can use it, not just one, and that's why I like it so much. thank you guys for watching. That's it for today. If you liked this video, leave a thumbs up down below, and it'd be awesome if you could subscribe as well. If you guys want one of these ibobbers that I was fishing with today, you can get one at realsonar.com, or you could also go to Amazon and purchase one there. I will definitely keep using this at all the new ponds I go to so I can see all the depths and see if I can mark a few fish, try to catch those. I kept doing that right over here. I casted the ibobber over there for the first time and I marked a few fish, and I think in that one spot I've caught all three of my fish today, besides that one I lost earlier. But it's pretty neat. Thanks for watching again. See you later.